So recently, Call of Shame posted a video wherein he showcased supposedly leaked documents and emails from Twitch showcasing that Riley was in fact banned permanently for cheating and that it was not going to be appealed. However, something that's interesting is how these emails are very clearly faked. Compare these two screenshots, one taken directly from Call of Shame's video, and another taken from an actual email shared on Reddit. In Call of Shame's video, there are a few interesting anomalies. For starters, his main defense is that when he attempted to send the original image into an AI upscaler, the mouse cursor was caught by the enhancer, and thus this led to the S in Riley CS being removed. Which seems rather convenient, doesn't it? However, it doesn't explain why the hyperlinks in the email disappear, or why there is a strange gradient that appears on the ban message. It also doesn't explain why the font changes, or why the text size also appears to change. It also does not explain the inconsistencies with the gray line at the header of the email underneath the Twitch logo. It makes you wonder if Call of Shame is willing to go this far to fake leaked screenshots from Twitch. How far is he willing to go to fake other pieces of evidence? Additionally, it should be noted that only the recipient of the emails is able to actually see these emails, and Twitch's trust and safety team are able to see the communications between streamers and the appeals team. You must understand the laughability of how he actually managed to obtain these allegedly leaked screenshots. During the peak of the Dr. Disrespect drama, there were 0 leaked internal communications from the Twitch trust and safety team, that includes emails on moderation activity. Do you honestly think that some employee from Twitch's trust and safety team would have risked their career, livelihood, and reputation simply to share the image of a denied appeal of a streamer who prior to this ban had around 20 average viewers? It makes no sense. Unless Call of Shame actually posts these documents and emails, or posts any of his actual evidence, he should not be trusted. The fact that Asmongold reacted and genuinely thought this guy was a serious journalist is pathetic.
Automated aim correction gradually pulls the crosshair toward the enemy.
Yep.
It can fool the human eye, but not AI. And this is when my cheat analysis comes in.
No.
Instantly. He's detected for soft aim. So, this is what my software detected. A micro...
Alright, Call of Shame. You done pissed me off. Call of Shame posted a video yesterday accusing Breadman of wall hacks. Let's take a look.
Breadman is casually flying around the map, looking for players. He seems to spot a particular player, and unbelievably, calls out the Activision ID of the enemy.
Did you post a build for that sniper? Yeah, it's on the Twitter app. I can also show you right after this if you want. Is this Supergirl?
How the hell does he know the enemy player's name? The only way you can know this information is with wall hacks.
It is. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only clip from the game that he shows you. He wants you to believe that Breadman would have no way of knowing that Supergirl was in the game. Now he's right. If Breadman could call out a player's name without any other context, out of thin air, then he would have wall hacks on. What Call of Shame doesn't want you to see is that Supergirl already fought Breadman earlier that game. That's how Breadman knew that Supergirl was in the game. His own chat called it out that there was a stream sniper.
I'm surprised this guy was in the know. You think he's cheating?
UAV is being refueled. RTB at this time.
Getting sniped from far. I think Supergirl was cheating. No cap.
There's no possible way for Breadman to know the enemy name, unless if he knocks or kills them. This is now confirmation of Breadman using wall hacks.
Now I know this isn't my typical knifing content, but I hate it when other creators try to tarnish other people's names by straight up lying to their community. It ain't right. And I won't stand by and let it happen. And another thing, Call of Shame calls out Breadman and other creators for teaming in solos by talking to people through prox chat.
He was also caught teaming, knowing fine well, teaming in solos is cheating.
Yo!
Well, look at who's in this game. Slimy Rat. The same stream sniper that Supergirl runs around
Did he
with.
miss every bullet? What was he shooting at?
Here's a clip of Supergirl stream sniping Z-Laner with his buddy, Slimy Rat. In in this very same solos match with Supergirl, who's cheating now.
Teaming in solos is cheating. Teaming in solos is cheating. Teaming in solos is cheating.
Look, I'm all for hackers and cheaters getting caught. Personally, I don't think Breadman's cheating. But this guy is just flat out lying to his community, to his viewers. If you're one of those people that watches and supports him, I hope this opens your eyes.
Call of Shame is a highly biased individual. He posts skeptical analysis of streamers, is intentionally deceptive with his findings, and blows things way out of proportion. Like equating an on-screen crosshair to be just as bad as a rage aimbot. Additionally, his white paper on his AI anti-cheat? The same one that he alleges is peer-reviewed? Yeah, I'd gouge my eyes out if I had to look at that thing. I didn't even make it halfway into the first paragraph before I suspected AI. Although that wasn't too difficult to suspect given the overwhelming amount of AI slapped across his entire channel. It seems sort of ironic to use AI to detect AI, however, humans can only suspect so much without being able to fully detect plagiarism or key patterns of AI. I will note that if I had access to tools such as Turnitin.com, I would have happily used it on this paper, but alas, I am limited with the free tools that are available to me. In short, Call of Shame is not a reputable source of cheating content. He should not be taken seriously. He is likely in his early 30s, and is a console gamer. He's also devoutly anti-streamer, which, fair, most normies do not like streamers, but Call of Shame is almost religious in his despise for them. In case you thought the deception was over with, boy do I have news for you. Take this clip from one of his videos.
Riley's editor isn't just an editor, he's also a cheat developer. That's right, the very person defending him is the one supplying him with cheats. And yet, people still believe Riley is legit.
In it he claims that Penguify, June, is Riley's editor, but he also claims that June is a cheat developer and is likely supplying Riley with her cheats. Well, looks like the act is up. Riley clearly has been found guilty of having a cheat developer being her friend, except, oh, wait. This tweet was made sarcastically, to mock the claims brought up by another user, Enclave Emily. Because anybody can claim that they're experts or experienced in their fields. June was making the tweet in order to question the legitimacy of the tweet, but you'll notice how Call of Shame conveniently hides this, and doesn't elaborate on it further. The biggest problem that I have with all of this is that he uses his own software to flag apparent aimbots.
From the very latest build, which is 2.0. In this particular build, there are a lot of background tools running, and Adrian is the first streamer on this channel to never get out of the red zone. Legitimate gameplay will quickly allow any streamer to climb out of these zones, but if aim decay gets worse, they won't be able to climb out of it. It's a perfect example of how suspicious his gameplay is.
That is bias, plain and fucking simple. You are using your own quote-unquote software in order to justify your claims. That someone who you already have pinned in your mind as a cheater is cheating, because hey look, my software that I developed says that she's cheating because it detects aimbot. Give me a fucking break. That'd be like if the US president was accused of a crime. The president forms his own agency to find evidence of any apparent crime, and his agency finds no evidence of a crime. Wow, big shocker. This is quite possibly the biggest case of confirmation bias that I've ever had the displeasure of stumbling across this year. The pinned comment on his newest video is also loaded with fallacies. This guy is not a legitimate or a credible source, and should stop being taken as so. Please do your own research, look into these claims, and verify things for yourself. Do not blindly follow someone's word, otherwise, you will be a follower instead of a leader.
I'm old school. We've all watched Star Wars at least once. We've all stood in long lines for those midnight releases. We all know what Abacab B means. And most importantly, we believe in God. That's who we are. We're the good guys. Because we're old school. We're not this new generation of, well, I don't even know what they are. But they're not like me and you. Now, I've been there. I've played every Battlefield title, and my feedback should carry some weight. This isn't sponsored, I'm not getting paid, this is a straight-up honest review. And it's excellent. In this clip, I'm just trying to hold them at their spawn. The more we dominate, the better. I'm using the standard assault rifle, and I kinda like it. It hits hard with solid recoil.